Welcome to the Hunts Report. I have been away for 2 weeks and I didn't want to be. A metaphorical brick wall hit me, or I ran into a brick wall. That brick wall was a giant multinational corporation. They shut down my account and that set me back. I've been spending most of the last 2 weeks reorganizing my bank accounts, my links, and all this reorganization digitally online. So that's really been setting me back. And this is just going to be a talk about all the lessons that I've learned in business to help give you some of the wisdom that I've been able to gather. A little bit about me: college dropout. Then I went on to have a pretty successful career as a software engineer. 5 years in the trenches, 5 years as an employee. Saved up enough money, was able to go off on my own around 2008, 2009 for the app boom. And I had so much youth and passion that I was able to take my engineering skills and create actually some apps, some of which took off immediately, gave me financial independence. And it made me think that anything I touched would turn to gold. So what I proceeded to do with that time is keep on coding sophisticated, flashy apps, and none of them did as well as the first app. And eventually I ended up running out of money, so I had to take some contracting jobs, but that never stopped me from trying. So here we are today. I have a YouTube channel. I'm not really interested in the app business anymore. I think it's too expensive. I think it's too difficult. If I had all the money in the world, yeah, I have a few ideas that I think would be somewhat successful, but it's too hard. What I like on this channel, what you're seeing, is the power of visual storytelling, the power of YouTube, the power of filmmaking, and of journalism, just visual storytelling. And I think it's been a viable way for me to make some money, develop skills that I haven't had before. So if for those of you who don't know, the Hunter Report, I covered lots of products. I'm really interested in products, and I like to get people onto this channel, interesting people from the New York City area or from the world, to talk about products with me. But I just want to get back to some of the core tenets of entrepreneurship, starting your own business, being in business for yourself, that I've learned over the last 10 years. So number one, most important, it's not about having an idea, okay? Ideas, I don't care how awesome your idea is. It doesn't matter. It matters what you do to make that idea happen today, now, okay? I hate it when somebody goes, oh, I have this great idea, but I'm not going to tell you because I need you to sign a non-disclosure agreement, or I need to trust you, I don't trust you enough. That's not helpful, okay? I would rather have 5% of $1 billion than 100% of $1,000, okay? So, and what I mean by that, this is a tool, a metaphor, which is if you tell somebody about your idea, if you get people involved in your idea, then you're going to get momentum, you're going to get energy. You might actually find somebody who's interested enough to go all the way with you. If you always keep it locked up, you are literally going to be paralyzed and stunted with your locked up idea forever. So number one, all about doing, it's all about getting up to the plate. If you don't get up to the plate, how you ever going to knock one out of the park? Try, 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 do, do, do. I have easily spent the better part of the last 10 years coding up apps and businesses that never succeeded, but at least I put them out there, and at least I learned that doing XYZ does not work. So I got a little more scientific about getting only halfway there, only spreading out, trying a whole bunch of different things, seeing what works, and then focusing and redoing the things that work. That's exactly the type of approach that I apply on this YouTube channel. The other theme you're gonna hit is the moment you start getting onto something, okay, you're gonna have both success, but you're also gonna have a target on your back. Many times, okay, in lots of my entrepreneurial endeavors. I have started a few viral apps. I'll give you an example, one of which was called Bulk Tweet in 2008. I'm saying to myself, well, Twitter is new, so if people are in business doing bulk mail, okay, maybe I can go make an app that works on Twitter that allows people with ideas, with products, to reach other people that are interested. So I created a little app that allowed people to search for an idea on Twitter and then tweet out to them. This was like in the first year of Twitter. Twitter shut me down, okay, because the idea caught on instantly. And I was young, I was naive, and I was scared, okay? So I just stopped doing that approach, but I still think that there was some way. So one way that you can parlay that negative attention, and who cares? They're just $1 billion company, and I'm, a little nobody so far. So who cares that I'm making this $1 billion company a little unhappy? So one of the ways you could parlay that is into a publicity blitz, and having a following on social media is the only real way to make that happen. Don't hire PR people, they'll suck all your money away. Don't hire software engineers, they'll suck all your money away, okay? Most software engineering projects are $1 million or $5 million, talking big institutional investments. As a small individual, small business person, you can't afford, okay, another stupid idea, Facebook advertising, stupidest freaking idea ever, okay, if you're a small business. YouTube, doing videos on Facebook, okay, doing videos on YouTube, you gain a natural organic following, okay? It's not difficult. If I was a little younger and I had this knowledge, I'd be doing 5 videos a day. I can't do that anymore, but I'm building up to something, I'm building up to it. So the thing is brick walls. I hit brick walls once in a while, and it means you're onto something right. It means you're doing something right. So this month, I hit a brick wall. Yeah, I got a slap on the wrist from a big multinational corporation. I also happen to be doing a lot of business in affiliate marketing with that corporation. So, and I still maintain that this thesis is valid. I'm bringing in, $100,000 a year, and that's peanuts. But if I'm bringing in X, okay, and I'm doing a little experimentation, okay, and the X that I'm bringing in is still more in dollar amount, okay, than whatever vig or penalty that I'm incurring on my other activities. As long as the X is still profitable, I don't see a problem with that. And that's the thesis, that's my operating thesis, okay? I'm not just like leeching off a company, I'm providing value. I'm delivering a return. So I reached out to this multinational corporation, they gave me a warning, and I said to them, you know what? Not only am I gonna not follow your warning, I want you to talk to your manager, and I want you to give me 5 times the amount of permission of volume, okay? And so somebody in some office they treated me as some kind of security threat. And that's not the truth. I'm a above the board business. I'm engaged in 0 illegal activity. I'm just running a simple internet marketing, social media funnel. That's all I'm doing. So this nameless person at big multinational corporation goes, oh, you'll be just fine. We just wanted to know, blah, blah, blah. So I go, okay. I proceeded then to continue doing what I was doing. All of a sudden, account gets shut down. I'm scrambling. Moving forward, I'm not going to let that situation happen again. I am going to continue doing what I did with that company, but I'm going to be a little more conservative, and I'm going to diversify. And I'm going to diversify that risky activity among many other companies. So that gets onto another topic, which is never keep your eggs in one basket. Never have a client that consumes all of your time. Have as many clients as possible, as many income streams, revenue streams as possible. Okay, if you're really serious about being in a business for yourself. If you're not serious about being in business for yourself, then go get a 9-to-5 job. You'll do just fine. You'll be very successful, as a follower, okay? But I did that. I have a unique personality. I'm an only child. So it just doesn't work for me. I have the tools, knowledge, intention, and just some of the raw components to actually make a go at this. And I was paying my rent. There's no reason for me to stop doing this. I just need to reconfigure my approach. All right, so I was in a bit of a slump, but I'm coming back. I'm getting back on my feet. I had to write some freaking code to redo all my links, and that actually makes me a little bit stronger so that if I ever have to redo my links again in the future, now I have this code, and I truly hate writing code. Like, I did that for 10, 15 years. I can't stand it anymore. I'd rather do anything else except write code. That's why I do photography. That's why I interview people. That's why I have this YouTube channel. It's to meet people. It's to synergize with people. It's to find out ways that we can work together in a win-win situation. But I have this code available. I'm just getting myself out of this slump because this was a big-ass slump, but I know I have a bit of a clue of how to move forward. You know, there is gonna come a day when that big company is gonna come back to me and say, hey, you've been a real valuable asset to us. And I'm gonna say, you see, all along we were having a win-win situation and there was no reason to really treat me like that. But it comes back to Nietzsche. So I'm not dead. My social media is still intact. My revenue's flowing again. Okay, so it was a setback. I think I'm one of the most optimistic people out there. You have to stay optimistic and you have to just keep moving forward. That's the most important thing. So that's the conclusion of all these unorganized thoughts, just getting back onto the horse here, into the saddle. And please subscribe, please give me thumbs up, and I'll see you soon.